let's see what's going on in the culture, okay? Hold on. Let me see which one looks interesting. Okay, Cash Doll. Stands with Boosie. I think I'm gonna do the Tony Yayo one first. Oh, on why she's the more successful rapper. Boosie goes off on Gunna. Damn, that's a lot. Wait, Freeway 2? Ooh, that's too much. Damn, the options is crazy. Oh, shit. Alright, you know what? Nah, 600 Breezy. I've seen the other joint, the first one, so I kind of have a gist. Okay, let's see. Tony Yayo. Boosie goes off. All right, this is gonna be probably more entertaining. So let's.
So you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now? Well, forget about stocks, real estate, or cryptocurrency. There is a little known.
Well, let's talk about the next logical topic here, which is the YSL RICO case. Yeah. You have been very, very vocal about how you feel about this. Everyone got locked up. 28 people that were part of the whole YSL crew in one way or another got locked up. There were like 56 charges, including there was a murder charge, there's RICO, there's all types of shit. And since our last interview, the first person to cop a plea deal was Gunna. Now, before I let you say your piece, I spoke to Gunna's lawyer. And, you know, because I also made some comments about Gunna on Twitter, and he reached out to me personally, and he had a conversation with me, and he said, look, I understand your point of view, but as his lawyer, I'm going to explain to you that the deal that he took does not hurt anybody. It can't be used against other people in their trial. And if he's ever called to the stand, he could plead the fifth, because in this particular case, since it's a state case, it could always go up to a federal case. So therefore, anything he said.
Before Vlad continues, my whole thing with the whole gun situation, because a lot of people on the internet, they say, well, it was two of them in the car. He said it was not his, so that means he's snitching. Like, Young Thug is supposed to say it's not his either. That part I don't agree with when they say that part is snitching. Because if they find a weapon, Young Thug can say, I have no awareness of this shit. I don't know how it got in there. And Gunna can say the same thing. So just because Gunna says it's not his, does not mean Gunna said it's Young Thug's. Gunna did not verbally say that weapon belongs to Young Thug. He didn't say that. So that's not snitching. Now, as far as saying, yo, YSL is a gang, admitting to that, that is snitching according to the street laws. This is not me personally, because I fuck with Gunna, so this is not me personally saying that. This is according to the street laws. That is snitching. Because the whole purpose of a RICO is to be able to identify that you guys are a gang conducting a criminal, conducting criminal activities for a long period of time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have a criminal system that y'all operating. So if Gunna says, yes, we are a gang, right? As opposed to saying, no, we're not a gang, we are a record label. That's all I know. As a record label. My only association with these people have been through music, promotion, marketing, things that has to do with the entertainment business. Nothing that has to do with any illegal activities. And we are musicians, so a lot of our music is fabricated because we selling art. We selling people a feeling, an idea, a lifestyle. And we are also educating people about where we come from. It's all about expression. It's art. You know, so him saying it's a gang, that's the only thing they can hold against Gunna. But the whole gun thing that the people be using, I don't agree with. But let's see what Boosie got to say.
Could end up being used in the federal case, so it'd be self-incrimination, so he could plead the fifth for everything. That is his lawyer's point of view.
His lawyer was supposed to call you and say that. He got paid to call you and say, so you can say this.
He
You
earned
don't
his
have to
money.
catch the stand. He already did.
He earned his money.
He did. He already did. He's never have to go up there again. He's right. He already did. Yes, ma'am. He already did. That's what they do. It's a cat and mouse game to the jury. They wanted him to go. They wanted him to cop out first. They would want Gunna to say something for anybody. Because when you look at the case, and it's like a team. If you look at Thugger, it's Michael Jordan. Who the fuck is Scottie Pippen when you talk about the team? Gunna.
Well, Young Thug is Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and who the fuck is Scottie Pippen?
Gunna.
Gunna.
Right.
So if Scottie Pippen say it's a game, what the fuck Michael Jordan say it's not? What the fuck? Why you think they gonna get Scottie Pippen first? They ain't gonna get BJ on.
Yo, Boosie's crazy. Yo, Boosie is so animated. This nigga. Yo, the one thing I noticed about people from Louisiana, they're very emotional. Like, I mean, I'm talking about the guys, because, you know, there's a lot of artists who are from Louisiana in general, right? Like, you know, you got a Boosie, NBA Youngboy, Birdman, Lil Wayne, Master P. Have you noticed that when they talk, it sounds like they're crying or like holding back tears? Like when Wayne talk, it's my daddy, Stunner's my daddy, my daddy. And Birdman, what he say? Are we done? Are we finished? Is interview finished? Are we done? Like, I'm trolling, but my point is, there's a reason why they're so like musically inclined, because they have a lot of emotions and they can express it through their art. And that's beautiful, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I do think that emotions also adds on to why the murder rate over there is so high, because the men are emotional. Listen, man, that's just the truth. Like, having a lot of emotions, it's not a bad thing, obviously, because you see the art and expression that comes from these artists. And what's it called? Birdman's label has been running rap for what, 20 plus years? Like Cash Money Records? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? And who was the head figure? Birdman from Louisiana, Lil Wayne. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, emotions can also be on the flip side, where people feel like they got something to prove. You know what I'm saying? And the emotions sometimes can overcome their decisions. You know what I'm saying? But Boosie expresses his emotion. I mean, listen to Boosie's music, right? Sound like he's crying too. Like, a lot of pain. The pain. You know what I'm saying? I'm using the word cry like loosely, but you guys get my point. You know, you hear Boosie, it's like a pastor. Like he be like, "Come on, man, damn, man, my brother, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the Louisiana boys for you. But let's continue listening to Boosie, man. So animated.
Strong. Will Purdue. They won't get somebody believable. Who scored the most points with you? Who on the album covers with you? That's what they'll post on the thing, the album covers. All them niggas ain't on them album covers. It's you and him. Mm-hmm. You're saying it's a game. You're saying that wasn't for you in that car. Who it was for? If Jeffrey was in the car, the fucking steering wheel? The glove compartment? This is a game. They wanted him to sink the ship. You gotta understand this. That's the games they play. They ain't have shit on them people like that. If it's 65 charges and you end up with 8, if they wouldn't have said nothing, how many he would have had? Wake up and smell a coffee, man. Niggas rats. Well, certified.
I mean, Gunna did. See, I didn't think Gunna probably knew that it was going to be videotaped the way it did. But, you know, when the video came out, when he admitted that YSL is a criminal gang.
Yeah, he's a certified rat. He's
seen people do criminal activities and
Thugger knew that. Well, I just saw a video Thugger say, I know when a nigga rat around me. I can feel it. And they already said Thugger Gunna was a rat when he ratted on about his cousin shit. So Thugger was like me. He thinking, man, I know this nigga ain't like that. But this nigga can rap. I'm finna get this fucking money. Sometimes we fuck it up like that, taking off our street shit, trying to chase that bag. And that's what he do. He knew that nigga wasn't built like that. He knew that nigga wasn't built like no nigga off Cleveland Avenue. He knew that. All them niggas knew that. Nigga was chasing that bag, man. That's all we do. We hustler. We chase that bag, and sometimes it come back and bite us in our head.
Damn. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. So that was Boosie. Okay, Cash Doll. Okay, let's see what Tony Ayo. I mean, since we're on the snitching topic, let's see what Tony Ayo talking about.
Lil TJ got caught with 2 guns within like a relatively short period of time.
But
allegedly. And listen,
a lot of these rappers, a lot of niggas, look, you don't want to get, they look at it like this. You see rappers getting killed every day.
well, he got shot up really badly. So I can understand the paranoia of just being out.
When you sign your life on the line, this the realest shit 50 ever told me, and I'm going to tell every artist. When you sign your life on the line to be an artist or blog or do whatever the fuck you do, you're public property. You can say what you want, do what you want. The artist got to learn to live with it. If you got to go somewhere where you got to bring a pistol, just don't go.
Or bring security.
That's it.
The end.
Or bring security. Yeah. But even if you do bring security, because security's not untouchable.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
True.
If you got to go somewhere, Vlad, where you got to bring the pistol, why the fuck is you going? That's it.
Yeah. It's funny because Boosie had done these tweets where he was joking about doing a rat tour, where you get all the rappers together.
Yeah, I seen a lot of rappers.
Yeah.
Scooter said some shit.
Yeah.
You know
Scooter
what I mean?
said it.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Scooter. I fuck with Scooter.
Yeah, and basically he was talking about a whole rat tour.
I mean, you gotta think, niggas don't want nothing. You gotta think with these real street niggas in Atlanta, they don't want nothing in their city to make their city look bad. You know what I'm saying? Nigga tell from New York, nigga don't want no nigga to be associated, make our city look bad. That's how the streets is, man. It's a code to this shit. Anywhere, Florida, oh nah, he making our streets look bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But what's funny, though, is that when he started to tweet it, he said an actual promoter called him up and said, hey, I think this could really work. And really wanted to put the deal together.
No, I agree with you.
A rapper rat tour.
Brother, what your mom used to say, if you can't take the heat, stay the fuck out the kitchen, right?
Yep.
Well, there you go, motherfucker. Shit.
Do you know why?
Look, man, I'm going to keep it real. The way shit is going and how people's minds are expanding and the streets being like a very closed environment and closed mentality, at some point, niggas is not going to give a fuck about snitching. And I know you probably in your mind like listening and you like, well, niggas already don't give a fuck about snitching. My point is, there was a point in time where like I couldn't imagine a television show showing 2 men kissing and seemingly having doing sexual activities. Now it's common. Why do people think it's not going to be common for people to snitch, defend it, and still have fans? And the rappers who are big enough, who don't need the streets, who can go on tour overseas, if they start not just making... If a nigga uses the street to come up, after the nigga comes up, he start going commercial, and they dig up his past, and he's a snitch. He just gonna remain commercial. He doesn't need to ever go back to the hood. He don't need the street niggas. He will hire white securities or black securities that are professionals. Like, eventually the streets is gonna be beat if you don't consider it already beat, right? If you don't officially see the streets as beat right now, you will see it sooner or later. It will be in your face. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I do think the snitching shit, at some point, nobody gonna give a fuck. Like, look at Charleston White. He built a whole brand off of just scaring niggas and making niggas think he was a snitch. Like, and he opened a lot of people's minds to just be like, let's dig into this snitching world. And guess what happened after that? So many of your favorite rappers and thugs and whatever are snitches. Like, top fucking bosses who be moving weight and all of that shit, when they try to take each other out, you don't think they exercise their what's it called? Their resources as informants? Are you serious? You think niggas just there's niggas at the top where they can't afford to kill, because if they kill and get caught, it's gonna fuck up their whole motherfucking operation. And they feeding a lot of people. So you know what solution they use? They snitch on the competition. If you don't think that happens, if you don't think that happens, you know what I mean? So let's see. Oh, Boosie talking about Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. Okay, I'm gonna watch a couple more of these, and then I want to go to DJUTV. DJUTV always got some dope shit. Him and Cam Capone. So let's see what Boosie talking about. These YouTube commercials, man, they're getting crazy. Getting crazy.
Well, then there's the halftime show.
Right.
I believe they said that more people watched the Rihanna halftime show than the actual football game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what they said. And we got a little surprise at the halftime show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rihanna's pregnant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again.
Again.
Yeah.
Everybody in my DM. I'm like, bro, leave me the fuck alone. People sending me baby pictures. Aha. Your chance is over. Get the fuck. Leave me. I should have did, bro. People ain't gonna never leave me alone with this reality shit.
Well, A$AP Rocky definitely earned his name with this one. He had a baby right after the first one, man. He didn't even let her even really heal.
But I've been saying that since the first interview. I'm like, why nobody ain't nutting her? Like, bro, like.
Yeah. What did you think of the actual show, though? A lot of people had, some criticisms about the show, but then you find out she was pregnant, so you kind of understand it. But, there's also the argument that if she knew she was pregnant, she really could have backed away from the show and just done it next year. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. Yo, listen, man. I watched that show. And it's kind of crazy, yo. It doesn't matter, man, what you do. If you are a likable person, you just gonna get away with shit. That's just all it is, man. Yo, if anybody else did a show and they was pregnant and they performed like Rihanna, they'd be like, what? How dare you? Why did you go up there? If you was pregnant, you should have canceled the show. Why did they let her perform? What? Oh, my God. Yo, Rihanna's performance was not good for a Super Bowl. Like, okay, she's pregnant. I got that. Still, the performance was not good for a Super Bowl. If I saw it anywhere else, cool, dope. For Super Bowl, no. So am I supposed to say it was great because she was pregnant? No, because then I'll be lying. Her being pregnant is a beautiful thing. That probably was the most beautiful thing on that stage. Not the performance, though. But for people to think we're supposed to say that was a great performance for somebody who's pregnant. No, I'm not going to say that, because we got to critique the art. And I'm not going to compare it to nobody else, because I didn't expect her to come and perform like somebody else. No, I wanted a Rihanna show, but I wanted a Rihanna show at the highest quality of Rihanna. And that's it. I ain't going to be one of those people comparing her to other people. No, that's fugazi. That's bullshit. She's a whole different type of artist. So we wanted her aura, her sauce to come out. We didn't really get that. You know what I'm saying? But because she's likable, people will defend her. And I understand that. But the truth is, I was not impressed. But I was, however, impressed by A$AP Rocky. But I also wasn't impressed when I saw the picture of her walking up front and A$AP Rocky walking behind her holding a baby. It seems like the roles was reversed. And I said, my nigga, damn, ain't you Bayesian? Like, I'm pretty sure in the Caribbean, like, the men are supposed to lead. But hey, They are Americans, so what are you gonna do? But that kind of like, it's very questionable. But I'm supposed to accept it. Why? Because Rihanna did it. If Rihanna does it, you're supposed to accept it. So guess what, ASAP? I accept y'all's roles and dynamics in y'all's relationship.
Being pregnant, you're not going to be able to put on a full show because there's the risk of a miscarriage. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what did you think of the actual show?
No slander against Riri. That's what I think.
No slander.
She was up there pregnant.
Yeah.
She couldn't twerk that ass right.
Right.
She couldn't twerk that ass right.
She couldn't. She had a whole
Her stomach full.
She had a whole baby in it.
Man, and it's poking.
It's poking out.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't try to take her flowers.
Okay.
Don't try to take her flowers. She looked nice.
She looked nice.
She looked nice. She looked nice.
Yep. She did her songs.
She did her song.
A little bit of lip syncing along the way.
I think they wanted her to, do what she couldn't do. But she looked nice doing what she did, and I'm happy for her.
Yeah, I mean, the presentation was cool with like the platforms coming down and everything else, the dancers and everything else like that. That was a cool show. Definitely, she has a lot of big songs. You forget how many big songs she has.
Vlad was trying to get a moment. Yo, Vlad. Listen, Vlad is so great at this shit. Listen, let me tell you this. For Vlad to do this shit this long, you got to understand, Vlad got to be amazing at this shit, okay? It's not a game. Vlad literally, like, will set you up. And he will repeat certain things because he knows those clips will be taken. He knows how to, set it up. Even if, all right, y'all having a conversation, he knows how to repeat the premise so that when you answer it, within that 5-minute conversation, it started off talking about, you'll say, Gunna snitching. In 3 minutes, if he wants to ask you a question about Gunna snitching, he knows how to premise it and say, so, Gunna did this and did this and did this. Do you really think that was snitching? He set it up so that when you answer it, that little clip can be taken and bloggers and whoever can talk about it. He's good at it, man. Shakespearean at this shit.
And hey, man, listen, she made history and she got baby number 2 coming. By the time this comes out, baby number 3 might be on the way. Who knows?
I wouldn't stop humping. Shout out to A$AP Rocky, boy. Keep humping, boy. Keep humping, boy.
Well, Keke Palmer was actually dancing to your song, Pregnant.
Yeah, I saw that. I posted it. I was having a crazy morning. She made my morning, bro. Keke Palmer made my morning.
Oh, yeah. What song was it?
One of my old songs.
Yeah.
She made my morning, though.
That's what it is.
All right, let's see. I want to see. Damn. Freeway. Yo, there's so many dope ones, dog. Okay. Let me do the Freeway. I'm going to do like 2 more, okay? So I'm going to do a Freeway, and then I'm going to go to Cash Doll. And then
Looking for something new to do? Deliver with DoorDash. You'll keep your own hours.
Well, by that next year, 2004, Rockefeller started to break up.
Mm-hmm.
Here you are, your whole life has changed by being affiliated with this crew.
Yeah, most definitely.
And now they're starting to break up. People are starting to choose sides. Some people, Beanie went with Dame. Petey Crack, I guess, was asked to go with Dame and ended up going with Jay instead. And then there was some friction over that and, and so forth. Where did you fall in during that whole process?
I had a conversation with Jay, and he said that he was gonna make sure that I was straight or whatever, and it just was a lot going on at the time. Like when the breakup actually happened, it took me like probably a couple months to like really wrap my brain around it, because it was like it's devastating. It's like having everything just snatched away from you, or so I felt at the time. you know. But once I like really got my bearings and got myself together, I'm like, shit, they did the hard work already for me. I'm already a household name. I'm already famous. I can go anywhere, get $10,000 a show right now at this point. So that's what I did. I grinded. I put out a bunch of projects, independent projects, mixtapes, you know, which leads me to 2010 when I did the stimulus package with Jake One. That project, I did it with a label called Rhymesayers, and it was a unique project. Like the package, everything from the packaging to the music was unique, and it was amazing. And that project enabled me to tour all over the country, all over the world, like places I never even been with Rockefeller. Like I did my own tour overseas where I went to like Amsterdam, I went to Czech Republic. I was rocking festivals by myself. And that really helped me believe in myself and prove to myself that I can do it on my own. And that's what I did. And that's how I carried it prior to like 2017.
Well, when all that was happening, when the Rockefeller breakup was happening, was that around the time that Beanie went to jail?
Yeah, yep. Beans went to jail for a year and a day. So it was like right around the same time, matter of fact. Yeah, it was crazy. It was a lot of tension. Like it was just like, you know.
Right. So Beanie got convicted of attempted murder. He did a year. And was state
I don't even think
properties-
that's what he did the year for. Like he got.
Oh, it's for something else.
Yeah, he got acquitted for that.
Okay.
I was about to say, man, let's go check that Beanie paperwork. Whoa. Nigga, I sit here like, nigga, what? Nah.
He had another, I think it was like a gun charge or something that he did that for, but it wasn't an attempt murder.
Yeah, I was going to say attempted murder is a much longer stretch.
Hell yeah, fuck.
Okay, and was that around the time the state property kind of started to break apart a bit?
I mean, I can't say that we broke apart. Like we always was straight. Like people had little issues with each other, and that's further down. Like at that point, we just was trying to figure shit out. Like, what are we gonna do? Like, you know what I'm saying? What are we gonna do next? Like, you know, so I don't feel like we broke up.
Free.
We're talking.
Shout out to Freeway, man, for real. Let me look for. Hold on. Cash Doll, you know, like salute to Cash Doll, you know, being a rapper and transitioning into acting. And I'm not even gonna do the woman label, like a woman this, woman that, nah. Like just that has to do with your character and hard work, dedication, and just being smart and having a good team. Salute to her, you know? Like if you are able to maintain your, what's the word? Your character, your image on television and social media for long periods of time, you gotta be saluted, because those are not it's not easy to do, you know. And she's doing well. So let's see what she's talking about.
Well, you know, it's interesting because at one point you see on the TV show that Lamar ends up shooting Big Meech. And that actually happened in real life. And in my interview, we talked about that in depth. Yeah. And according to Layden, the reason why that happened was because his brother got killed and he blamed Big Meech over the death of his brother. So the way he describes it, and we'll play the clip and so forth, was that Big Meech and them were hanging out at a Coney Island by his house. And he just lost it. He was like, oh, how dare these guys come and hang
Well, there's
out.
some stuff I don't, you know, as a woman, I kind of just, I don't want to get caught up in saying nothing crazy about, I love Big Meech, you know. I'm from the D. I love Terry. I love Lil Meech. They're all my family. So I don't want to make sure I say nothing wrong. And then Lamar look a little crazy. So I'm going to just keep it cute.
Yep. Well, he said he shot Big Meech 18 times.
Oh, my God. I didn't even know Big Meech got shot.
Yeah.
He ran past me when the shooting started, and I grabbed him. You know, and I had him for a shield, and the guy wouldn't shoot me. But when my brother was coming around the corner, they was after my brother, and that's when they shot him. Okay, now, like I said, after my nephew got killed, he sent somebody by the house like, yeah, man, Meek talking about he ain't had nothing to do with your nephew getting killed either, you know what I'm saying, like that. I'm like, I done told this bitch to leave me the fuck alone, you know what I'm saying, stop even speaking to me and shit, man, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm coming home one night. He at the Coney Island. Knowing I stayed right down the street. You know, my man dropped me off. I'm going to show you the Coney Island and show you how far I stayed down the street from one night. They partying like a motherfucker. It's like maybe 30 of them up at Coney Island partying. So, fuck this. So, like I said, I was told I went home and got some type of shit, you know what I'm saying, and came back and he was still up there. You know, I just, you know, when I was trying, I just went to work. Damn, my man, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I was told the guy got in the, he had a Jeep that your boy, that was the second guy that you interviewed, it was his Jeep, and he sold it to Meek, and Meek was in the Jeep, and so, like I said, I don't even remember, but I got in the Jeep with him, and you know, they say it was like 18 times and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker's so far underneath the damn dashboard, you know, I couldn't really get to him and shit, but you know, some people say the guy hit him in his neck and then in the stomach and shit, you know, so.
Yeah.
Some people say the guy hit him in the neck and his stomach. Hey, yo, this nigga Lamar crazy, son. Yo, this nigga Lamar. So you trying to say Lamar is crazy in real life and in the show? I mean, in the show is a little exaggerated. I don't know, but shit, who knows? It might be the same, you know?
Now he's got shot multiple times, but that was one of the times. And he also said that you know, out of all the people he had beef with, he actually respected Big Meech the most because Meech never went to the police and said nothing. He just took that, kept it street, and kept it moving.
I did hear Lil Meech say like his dad always spoke highly of him. So, you know, I guess over time, you know, you just have to end up just saying, you know what, man, whatever. Because you got to after a while. But look, again, that's such a touchy subject. I don't even want to get caught in no type of crossfire of nothing I said. Because Vlad, you got a platform now. I can't watch what I got to watch what I say on here now. I can't do the look.
I know. Well, listen, I've gone deep into the story. Like I said, I interviewed all the Detroit guys from the BMF show. Yeah. You know, as well as, you know, there's a new interview with J-Bo, who was the second in command at BMF.
Did you interview Kato?
Who?
The girl that plays Kato.
No, I did not. She's still alive?
Yeah, Kato's still alive.
Okay.
Yep, I've seen that she was around.
Okay. If you have a contact on her, I'd love to speak to her.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt.
Oh, okay. So Kato's still alive. Ah, interesting. All right, let's see. DJUTV. Where he go? Something that's like kind of short. Okay, let's see. It came on.
DJ, you go crazy. But just going back to some of the accomplishments, you know, during Von's career, when he signed with Empire, one of the most famed moments is when, you know, he did the video when he broke down the 100K, you know, in O Block. Was you there that day? You was there that day. You was there all the days.
Yeah, but you know, I got my money before he even did what he did.
Okay. So you was straight already.
Yeah, but I was still there to see them get their little cut and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Because I don't even really want to talk about that.
Word. Well, Moving on, you know, he had a relationship with Asian Dog. You know what I'm saying? Asian Dog crazy about King.
Hey, we gonna go on past that one.
We gonna go on past that one too. But in all seriousness though, bro, you was there with him, you know what I'm saying, the whole ride, you feel me? You showed a lot of loyalty, you know, being by his side, you feel me? It's like an elephant in the room, you know, knowing, you know, the night of. You know what I'm saying? And you being able to tell us, you know, from your perspective. You know what I'm saying? But just talk to us though, bro. Like what was going on even before the whole situation happened? Like when we go back to November 5th, 2020, like what was that day feeling like for you?
I just thought it was gonna be a regular day, like it always be. But evidently, things went wrong. He lost his life. Slutty lost his life. And I mean, I guess I'm here to talk about it. That's the only way I could think of it.
Yeah, I wonder, like, did he always talk like this, or did the gunshot to the head change the way he sounded? Like, is he under pain medication? I don't know, but yeah, that's it's a tough one.
A lot of more people say they got shot, but I'm just saying from what I know.
DJ, you go crazy.
Okay. Let's see what Capone got for us. Capone always be having some dope stuff. He about to hit 1 million. Oh yeah, that's dope. He about to hit 1 million. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. Let's see, since Big Meech has kind of been a relevant topic.
Have you seen this?
Let's see.
It's insane. These AI bots are trading at speeds that...
That case that you pulled up with that red docket number, it's a cover sheet that goes to that page that tells you what's inside of that packet. And it tells you all of the people, it tells you the defendants, it gives everybody, it gives the whole, it's a cover sheet. And the cover sheet it says the name of the actual informant, and it tells you hereinafter in this affidavit, this person will be named CSOI or COI or CI, however they name it. They take the name off, so don't know who the snitch is. The reason, this is how they found out who the girl was, bro, who was telling. Cuff's baby mother, okay? Cuff's daughter contacted me, how I figure out all this, okay? She the one that first contacted me. Her mom, this lady is like 20-something years old, 30 maybe. Her mom put a private investigator on the people or whatever and found that the infidelity, the man recorded the people staying overnight with each other at hotels and all kind of shit from state to state, okay? So they put them on the stand in court and they admitted the shit. It's all in that paperwork. They admitted that they had the sexual relationship and everything. So it was fucked up the whole case. Now it's infidelity in the case. They can't take the bitch's statements and shit no more because she didn't fuck the agent. You feel me? So they threw it out. That's why Meech never got out. But now people are like, well, then why did the other dude still get time then? If Meech didn't get out and it got thrown out, why did the dude get 25 years? Because they did a superseding indictment and he got in trouble for something that they heard during the wiretap that didn't have nothing to do with that drug deal. So the other people didn't get in trouble for this. This is something that he did on his own time. And they locked up him and some other people for that, for a murder of a government witness that they heard it happen on his phone. So they just did a superseding indictment since they heard it and they was finna all get off. He felt like they wanted him anyway more than the Mexican mafia dude. They were trying to pin him anyway. They wanted Cuff, is how he feel. You feel me? So as soon as they had him, they like, oh yeah, we finna nail Cuff ass. And they got down on him. Right when that shit went bad for Meech and them and the shit was all going out of court, if people realize, man, in 2018 it started going viral that Big Meech was finna come home from jail. All right, it was like March or May 24th or something like that, 2018. It was going viral right before Barack Obama came out of office. Some people were saying that Barack was finna give him a pardon. Some people were saying that, you know, he was getting out for other reasons, COVID and all of this shit. But then he never got out. And they just stopped saying it. It just went away from the internet. And during that time of that push of that, you know, for shit like that to go viral, it's got to get inserted to the bloodstream of the internet. It takes some powerful shit for that to happen. You just can't post something and it's just viral. You know what I'm saying? And shit don't really work like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was a powers that be behind that marketing campaign of him coming home, but he ended up not coming home. And then once you look at the paperwork and see how shit read, they don't get no leniency for the shit because the people didn't get convicted of the charge for the drugs and the money that was found during that investigation. So that's why he's still sitting there. And that's why people will argue all day like, oh, he ain't do shit, man. Why he still in jail then? If he worked with the people, he would have got out. And all this shit is you got to understand and read. That's why you got paperwork. You can't guess and assume. I didn't know none of this shit at one point in time until the young lady called me talking about Uncle Meech is a rat. And I'm like, wow, hold on, watch your motherfucking mouth. Like, what you talking about? You got to have some paperwork before you say shit like that. She got me that paperwork. And then when I read it, I still was looking like, man, this shit look like this lady said, Meech, let me wait, see if they charge him with something. A year go by, another year go by. The case was already years old. I got onto it in 2015. It went until 2017 when I asked him, what's up with that? He said, tell me name. And I said, damn, you ain't heard what's going on with her? And he told me whatever it is ain't got shit to do with me. Got off the phone with me. That's the last time I ever talked to him again. So obviously he knew I knew. I told him I had the paperwork and shit. And I just wanted to make sure he knew what was going on because I wasn't even sure if he even knew, you know what I'm saying, like that. Like what was it? He had to, but I was still questioning because that's my man. Like I'm trying to ride with my man. You feel me? So I'm like, nah, man, hell nah. This shit, nah. She trying to smash him, bro. She trying to fuck him up. Like, why is he in there even doing this dumbass shit, all this good shit he got going on? I couldn't even understand it. And it makes sense. I'm like, he's smarter than this. He know he got a whole TV show getting ready to be produced and he doing this. But when you get the paperwork, man, that shit stemmed back to 2010. Before they even thought about doing a TV show with motherfucking 50 Cent, they was already tied in with the people. It was already going. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent came into it. That shit was already, the investigation was already 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it ended up how it is. You know what I'm saying? But people need to know. They need to know who they working with. You need to know who you calling a gangster, who you holding your pledge to. All that shit need to be known, bro.
What's up?
Wait,
hold on. Cam, Capone.
I'm confused. Let me go read the comments. Because this kind of like, it just popped out of nowhere. Is he saying Big Meech is a rat? What's he saying? Wait, what? Wait, I'm confused. Yo. I'm reading the comments. Yo, hold up. What the fuck is going on? Yo. So he's saying Meech tried to set somebody up to get out. Huh? I don't know, Blue. I was in the feds. If it's any paperwork out that Meech attempted a third-party cooperation, then he wouldn't be able to live in the USP. The niggas that be like, I was in the feds, I've been to court before, like, these niggas just be thinking like the feds only have 2-3 ways of fucking maneuvering. Like, get the fuck out of here, nigga. I don't give a fuck if you did 20 fucking years. The feds do whatever they can to get motherfuckers. And they will break their own rules to get niggas. Are you crazy? So when these niggas act like they're like fucking federal scientists, like get out of here, nigga. I mean, yeah, like, where's the paperwork on Meech? Like, you gotta have that paper. Yo, niggas talk about paperwork and they don't be showing it. Yo, have you noticed that for years, like, a lot of niggas was talking about paperwork and they never showed it? It took for the nerdy niggas to come on the internet to actually start showing paperwork. Because these so-called gangsters did not even know where to go get paperwork. So you shouldn't be confused why niggas was getting put in jail left and right. These niggas did not know what the fuck to do. Cause if, yo, back then, like, when snitching was really like, yo, you can't snitch, nigga, like, your career dies the same day. If these niggas knew how to get paperwork, they could have destroyed so many people's careers. These niggas don't know how to get paperwork. They just say shit. Fuck out of here. It took the nerdy niggas to come on the internet to actually go get the paperwork. Man. He's trying to drag everybody down with him. Like, I'm really trying to have an understanding because, well, anyways, man, you know, I don't think if Big Meech was cooperating or a snitch, trust and believe, I think it wouldn't be Blue talking about it. I think it would be bigger platforms talking about it. But I think anybody that does jail time, any little situation that happens, as long as you open your mouth, anything, they can consider it snitching or cooperating. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody's trying to get at you and they don't like you, there's so many things they can find, loopholes where they can make you look like a snitch or you cooperated. It's very easy to do that, you know? So for me, it's just like, yo, usually when you look at it, the people who are accusing people of snitching is usually people that don't like them. And that's where things get a little iffy. You know what I mean? Because they be having motives and shit. Adam is building some shit. I like it. You know, it's kind of like, you know, Clubhouse was like an audio reality show. Adam is having like a, you know, Clubhouse like kind of like a podcast, like live podcast audio reality show. Adam is like essentially having that, but with cameras on. Because it's like he has all these content creators and they're like kind of in a house and they don't just talk about what's going on socially. They also deal with their own internal issues. So they cover that and that gets on camera as well. So it becomes like more of like a reality show. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's interesting. You are a bus. Luscious Almighty. Okay, let's look at this.
Oh my God! You can't talk shit without rapping, though, fool. You can't. You can't. You can't. You can't say shit with that. You cannot say shit. Yeah, the fool's hating off rip. That's kind
He
of
made
like,
it very hard.
like that's
No,
yeah.
I just think like I said, it's the flow.
You're not just a rapper. You want
I
some
appreciate
MC
it, bro.
shit.
I appreciate
You
it.
came out the. You feel me? You was dumping. That shit was hard. You feel me? That shit was hard. I respect it. I did not come prepared to rap, but I was gonna do it because there's no way I can't turn down a challenge. You feel me? When
Nigga,
it
you
comes to-
started the challenge.
No, but I didn't know that
What
we
are you
was
talking about? I can't turn down the challenge.
No.
You walked in here talking about rapping. What are you talking about? Stop doing that. You walked in here talking about rapping.
No, I didn't.
Lush, you
fool.
started this, bro.
I didn't say that we was gonna rap today, fool. Like I did not.
I said
never
you
said
walked
that.
in here talking about rapping. You walked in here talking about how much better you were.
You've been tweeting too. You've
What
been
are you
saying
saying?
that you better
You've
than
been
everybody.
doing this.
Don't
You've been
matter.
popping
You
it.
came in here and embarrassed yourself, and you're mad at me.
I'm not mad at you. Like, nah, you like.
Crazy.
Nah, you're.
Yeah, I've been seeing this guy for a little bit. I don't know. Is he like what's the word? So is it a put on? Is it a performance? Or that's really how he is? But you know, when I first saw him, I was like, because he was getting into it with Flacco, and I was kind of like trying to decipher, like, yo, is he a corny dude? Is he just trying to use Flacco for attention? Is he just picking on Flacco? But you know, like, I like animated characters, so it's like eventually I know I'm a fuck with this nigga if he says the right thing, if he cuts the right people out. I think maybe because I kind of like know Flacco a little bit. I think that's probably where my prejudice was. So I was looking at him like he was a bully. But I feel like if I hadn't known myself, if I hadn't seen him with Flacco and I just saw him by himself being this animated, I probably would like have liked him, you know, I mean, off rip, because I mean, I don't dislike the dude, but I'm kind of like, you know, giving kind of my analysis on him, like, you know, let's see if he grows on me. But I like his addition. You need somebody with this kind of like them, you know, with this kind of emotion, you know, to set shit off, nigga, to punch people in the face, spit on people, you know what I mean, fuck people's bitches, all kinds of shit like that, you feel me? And then you need AD, you know, kind of like the big homie figure, you know what I'm saying, to kind of like regulate, you know, when he steps in, everybody got to kind of like quiet the shit down, quiet down the noise, you know what I'm saying? You need some goofies around, and then you need somebody that's going to be kind of like you know, nerdy, right on, working hard, trying to actually focus on the content about, you know, discussing topics, you know, kind of like that would be like Flacco. And so the balance of that is good. You know, I think Adam got some dope shit going on his platform. I ain't gonna lie.
Being like a super big hater though, my boy.
I just
like,
think you
like
suck.
That's all good. Like it's all good.
That's not hate.
Look.
I just think you suck.
I think a lot of things about you that I'm not saying. But like here,
you can say whatever you think about me, bro. I don't care.
Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. Because I consider us homies. There's shit that I don't say.
Well,
there's
look,
a lot of shit I can say.
Wait.
I don't give a fuck. I wouldn't give a fuck. I say the same shit to my father. If I think my father has a trash verse, I'm gonna tell him there's a lot of shit I can say. What the fuck?
You taking it personal?
You sound like a fucking buster, nigga.
You taking it personal? You taking it personal right now?
I mean, bro,
you can't take.
Hey yo, the nigga is kind of crazy, isn't he? Huh? Hey yo.
Shit I can say.
What the fuck?
You taking it? You taking it personal
right now,
right now,
bro? You sound like a fucking
bro.
buster, nigga.
You taking it personal? You taking it personal right now?
I mean, bro.
Why you fighting the mic though? Why the fuck you fighting the mic for, bro?
Hold on. I say the same shit to my father. If I think my father has a trash verse, I'm gonna tell him there's a lot of shit I can say. What the fuck?
You taking it? You taking it personal?
You sound like a fucking buster, nigga.
You taking it personal? You taking it personal right now?
I mean, bro.
You can't take it personal. You can't take it personal right now, bro. This all fun and games, bro. You taking it personal?
Say it.
Okay.
You making it personal right now,
What the fuck
Lush.
is you talking about, nigga?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like
No,
you suck,
bro,
so I said
bro,
it,
but
and now you want to get all personal.
You sound like
Your butt hurt as fuck right
I'm
now.
telling you, bro.
Your butt hurt. What the fuck?
Let's bang.
I could say so much about you. You sound like a buster.
I'm saying hella
fuck
shit.
is
I'm
wrong
not.
with you?
And the reason why I'm
Good.
not.
This is fun and
I said
rapping,
you
bro.
suck, and I
It's
laughed
never-
at you. You just said there's so much I can about you.
Get that nigga.
What type of hoe ass
Get at that
shit?
I'm
nigga.
talking about music too.
What type?
Watch that nigga. Hey, watch that nigga. Get a little closer so you can you know, you can touch that nigga. And if he moves you, swing, nigga.
I wasn't talking about you as a person.
Okay, as long as I as a person.
I didn't mean.
No, that's it. I just don't want
We
you.
all got from that.
Let that white man backtrack. I don't know if he's Mexican, but let that motherfucker backtrack.
Take
What
it
we
serious,
all
you
got
know
from
what I
that
mean?
was a
That's why I thought
personal
you were-
attack.
No.
What we all
I
got
wasn't
from
gonna
that
say
was a
something
personal
anything.
attack, nigga. What are you saying right now?
Look at Tone ready. Look at Tone is right there.
Oh, that man red. That man red. He don't want that smoke. Oh man. Oh, he wearing red too, and he red. He don't want that smoke. He don't.
Niggas mad because I said nigga trash as fuck. You can't rap, bro. That shit was ass.
Okay.
What the fuck? And you're mad at me? Talking about what you could say about me? Say it, nigga. I don't care. You suck.
And
For
I
sure,
think
bro.
I think the fact
fuck?
you know the fact that Lush is like battle rapping super big into hip hop and stuff like that. He's probably
crazy.
taking this a little more personal. But no, y'all stop that shit, man.
This nigga's
Cut the
crazy.
shit.
And
let's
you guys
let's
wanna
move
do
it.
a
Let's not talk
cypher?
about the. I don't think we should do a cypher. It's gonna be like this.
Yeah, butt hurt ass nigga.
I
What
mean-
the fuck? You so weirdo, nigga.
Bruh.
We throw on one beat.
Yeah, this nigga, that's not your friend, bro. Whoever you are, bro, this nigga is not your friend. The way he disrespecting you for the camera, man. He disrespecting you for the content. He not your friend, you know. Niggas be calling themselves friends when they co-workers. You know what I'm saying? He's out there. He's out there to perform. Y'all are on a show with cameras on. It's not real life, okay? Even if it's real life, it's being portrayed on camera. So that means it's not going to be accurate. Like, people are going to perform. They're not going to just, like, off camera, people are always going to react differently. When they on camera, they know there's an audience watching. So you know what I always call that? It becomes theater.
Just turned into a hoe on camera,
How does
bro.
this always happen, bro? Josh, I thought we was doing something fun,
bro. Like that was crazy.
Like a prelude
You
to
just,
something
bro,
really cool we could do.
You just did some ultimate buster
None
shit,
of this
bro.
was fun.
That was
though?
weird.
How though?
That
Like,
was weird.
How?
I
Like,
said you suck, and I think you can't
next
rap.
time-
Doc, you
That's
now,
my
you could've
opinion.
said, your rap sucked.
That
you
part.
suck. Ooh,
That part.
That's
You
what I
said-
was talking
no,
about,
you said
though.
you're my friend, and there's a lot I wouldn't say about you.
Didn't say
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
What the
That-
fuck?
I'm talking about
What
your
you
music.
talking
fool.
about?
Like,
Nah, you
why-
should have. Nobody got that. Did anybody get the vibe that he was talking about music?
But that's what I was talking about, though.
All right, bro, you win.
I'm gonna give Les the benefit of the
That's
doubt.
crazy.
Let's,
I never said it
that was
wasn't.
crazy.
Let's move on because this
That
shit
was
is
crazy,
yeah.
bro.
Whoa.
For
AD's like, let's move on, nigga. AD, big homie AD, like, hey, let's move on. Let's move on. Let me go to, let's see what Akademiks is done. Addresses Ben Baller talking about him and Spence back on. YouTuber Akademiks react. Boom, 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 boom. Let me show the clips at. Joe Budden calling out. Let's see that sizzle.
Bro, we put up the picture of the botch BBL. She was going ridiculous, going nuts. You feel me? Like, yo, let me tell you how.
Botch BBL.
We
Act
put up
crazy.
the picture of the botch BBL. She was going ridiculous, going nuts.
All right, so Act about to go in on Scissor. Okay, but Pete. So I talked about Adam22, and now let me talk about the empire of DJ Akademiks, right? So DJ Akademiks and Adam, I don't know if they started off at the same time, but I started watching them both at the same time. You know, Adams was live streaming and on YouTube. That's where I used to see his stuff. And Ak was like, you know, YouTube, Twitch, and all of that. I think Ak is a one-man show, right? Whereas Adam22 is doing this like Phil Jackson thing. So when Ak always talk about how he's a boss, right? It's very interesting because I'm like, okay, Ak, you're a boss. But what's the next level for you as a boss? Because this dude over here, Adam, which is your competition, because I hear it in Ak's voice when Ak talks about Adam, pocket watching, content watching, production watching, infrastructure watching. Ak is in tune with Adam. And y'all know they used to beef, okay? So my thing is, Ak is looking at Adam and it's like, yo, you see that this man is building a whole system where he can make money off of other people and he's giving people opportunities to be content creators. So now he's kind of separated himself from you, Ak, where now Adam22, it's like, there was a lot of times where, you know, people will watch things because, you know, they like Adam too, but they like the people that they're bringing on. People watch Ak because they like Ak for the most part. People like Ak's commentary, you know, they fuck with Ak. But Adam's been able to, like, I'm going to say this, recreate himself because he was the one that was asking people questions, right? Now he got other people asking people questions and he's building a whole, like, drama house where now we might, you know, we don't care about watching Adam, but we're going to want to watch the other people and what they got going on. Who's AD fighting? Who's this fighting? Who is this person? Who fucked whose girl? Da, 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 da. He's building this whole reality podcast show, right? Ak, how long is Ak just going to stream? What is the next graduation for Akademiks? Because it's been some years. Can Ak, because Ak got all these people in his, his Discord, and sometimes I peep him, You know what I'm saying? And they kind of like, some of them are on Twitch. Like I think I seen the Kyrie dude on Twitch. You know, they got their own thing going on. Can Act position them where Act can build a whole studio where all them people can also have their own separate podcast? So now I watch Act, and Act is like, yo, go watch Kyrie. Kyrie's going to be talking about this. This person's going to be talking about this. Can Act have a whole production academic studio? Because that's the only way Act will be able to compete with Adam. Because to be fair, and I'm just being real and honest, I believe that Adam22 has surpassed Akademiks. They're both bosses, but there's levels to bosses, right? I would say this. Act is playing right now, and just peep the analogy. Act is playing right now like a team coach. Adam22 is playing right now as an owner, a franchise owner. While Act is like playing like a team coach. They both bosses. You could say they bosses. They making money. But Adam is in a different league. You know? I don't just watch Adam. Soon, give it a year or two, he's going to have characters that's going to blow up, that's going to come from his motherfucking empire. Where I'm just, all right, let me go see what this guy is doing that came from Adam22's production company. You know what I'm saying? He can literally make somebody bigger than Act based on how things are going right now. So Adam can sit back, groom a content creator that can be bigger than Act. So Adam don't have to compete with Act. He got a whole motherfucker just as big as Act who is a streamer competing with Act, but that person is working under Adam22. So I just want to see what is the next transition for Akademiks. You know what I mean? But let's see what he got going on, because he's probably popping shit about Scissor. Let's check it out.
You feel me? Like, yo, let me tell you how. Listen, you ever watch this video? You know, I be watching video about all type of shit. Scissor, she was hiding her freckles, nigga. All type of goofy shit, dog.
Wait, what? What I missed?
No, she was putting on fake freckles. Some dumb shit like that, bro. Insecurity, gang. Feel me? Like,
hey,
Scissor, we remember your real face. Stop playing with me.
What? Is that Scissor?
Nigga, I don't know. She was putting on some sneak distance to me. She must think I'm at Complex. I'm flying at everybody. I'm at everybody.
Ain't Scissor from Jersey?
Yeah, but we kicked her out. I kicked her out. I live here still. She ain't here. Out of here. Fuck that. You know what I mean? No sneak dissing big Act will be tolerated. I was thinking about, like, Act, you pussy as hell. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if she got the #1 album for 50 weeks. Get on her ass, nigga.
But she sneak this you? I missed this?
I tried to make you calm down, Act.
Yeah,
I calmed you down.
We gonna remember Scissor's original face.
Oh my god.
This is why when y'all be trying to like fat shame me and shit like that, y'all gonna have this body as my old body. I'm gonna come out like Bam Man Kevo. I'm coming out like Bam Man Kevo with it.
You see, Adam does not have this kind of charisma. You know what I'm saying? So Adam's skill is in management.
So technically, that's the face when Drake was dating her back in like 09.
That's the face she fucking had when I made the comments about her looking like whatever. Then she blocked me. Told me I should have kept it. I'm like, nigga, we didn't know what you look like, nigga. You look like this. They told me you look like some Amazon princess. I'm like, I bet. Nigga, I never even seen her. I just said, oh, okay, bet, I get it. Nigga, she showed the next day. She was really nice, though. I'm gonna be honest. She was really nice, but she insecure. She went home. She probably seen the video, kind of crying, all that type of shit. I'm getting all type of call from TDE, this and third. Good thing Dave Free, my man, he left. He at PG Lang now. But man, ain't nobody calling me now. No, listen, Complex was panicking. Like, I guess they love Scissor. Oh my God, yeah, could you make things right with her? We might want to do a cover or profile with her. Man, the artists don't like me. Fuck that artist. I've been on that shit for a long time. I ain't got time for this stuff, man. I ain't got time for that.
What the?
Somebody get the Bandman Saucy Santana treatment. Pause. I'm not getting surgery, y'all. Why y'all be thinking the nigga gonna get surgery?
Bro, you might as well just get it, bro. Just get the surgery, twin.
These niggas tripping.
Just get the surgery, bro. Get the 6-pack. Jorgen Von Strangle.
Imagine if I get a botched 6-pack, bro.
Boom,
Yo,
bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. You wanna know? Well, my second biggest fear is my biggest fear about getting surgery, right? Number one, you die on the table, right? Like, nigga, they gotta put on your tombstone. He died trying to get a 6-pack. Like, nigga, that's pathetic, right? The second thing is this. every time I seen these chick with the BBLs and the surgery shit up, yo, I've never seen a doctor put the belly button back at the same place. Yo, they be putting it over the next side, like the belly button be too high, too low. The belly button be contorted. Nah, bro, I like my belly button because I play with my belly button sometimes. I can't mess up my belly button. That's why I wouldn't do it, bro.
Yeah, nah, Ak is a personality, man. We'll see if he can become a manager, but yeah, he's definitely a personality. Definitely.
Yo, anytime you see these chicks with the BBLs, bro, the belly button be looking crazy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Belly button challenge.
Belly button be looking
belly
crazy.
Button.
They got
No.
scars.
I'm starting off the belly button challenge. SZA, I'm challenging you to see the belly button. Okay? I want to see the belly button.
Wow.
I want to see the belly button. I'm sorry.
Chat,
I want to see the belly button. Yo, you ever see these chicks who you be like, damn, the ass fat? No, look at the belly button. Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. This is when I realized, I think I told y'all this story before, but I recycle my story. I'm going to make it sound like a new story. Hey, the time I realized I don't like bitches with the builder body was when a bitch told me she had to go back to Miami to get an additional surgery because the way the fucking doctor stapled or put her nipple back on. I said, what you mean put your nipple? She said, yeah, I got a boob job, but she said they put the nipple back on like offset. I'm like, what you mean they put the nipple back on? I'm like, what? Yo, that shit was, I was befuddled, gang.
Be who?
She had to go back to the doctor that
She
they
had the
could
zipper titty?
fix her nipple, like
They had the zipper
rearrange it.
titty?
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I never knew in my life that they could move your belly button and your nipple. I thought that was just hardened
Bro, they
and
turned it
fast
into a
there.
zipper. They turned it into a zipper.
For real?
Bro, it zips down so they can swap them out.
Kyrie know a lot about BBLs. He not lying.
Oh, Kyrie, you paying for them joints?
Nah, that's a bad investment.
Hey, don't tell that
Yo,
to a bitch, bro.
belly button challenge. I ain't gonna lie. Niggas was trying to go crazy at Cash Doll belly button. I ain't gonna lie.
See, that was the Kyrie dude. So the thing is, I don't know if these guys are like interested enough to have their own shows, put themselves out visually. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of guys who like to just hide behind the camera. You know what I mean? And they can be funny behind the camera, but the people that put themselves out there in front of the camera always wins because people want that visual connection. So maybe Ak just hasn't looked for talent, maybe he's so focused on himself as the personality. So we'll see how that goes.
I
knew you was going to say that shit.
What you talking about right now?
Wait, hold on. Let me see.
Nah,
Yo, chat, anytime we see these, yo, let me tell you this, yo, chat. You see one of these chicks, and they over there acting like they got the fattest ass. Lick your middle finger, nigga, and stick it in that belly button, nigga. I'm telling you, nigga, you do that shit, you gonna be like, this is a builder body. This is a BBL. And let me see what's going on over here. She says, she said she got a hernia. What the hell? The fuck is this? Nigga, that's what she told me, bro. Like, you act like I'm making this up. Hold on, I'm trying to see the picture of the belly button type stuff. Oh no, that was from 2 years ago.
Yeah. You Google Cash Doll.
Hopefully, no porn pops up.
Hey, Grand said check your DMs.
Yeah. Don't do Cash Doll dirty, man. I'll fuck with Cash Doll.
Send the picture.
All right, man. That's the end of the video. Hey, man. It's Bito. This is the Bito audio stream, episode 2. And make sure you follow Groundvoices YouTube. Anything that has to do with Groundvoices, follow. Twitter, IG, follow. Just type in Groundvoices, it's going to pop up, and follow. And there's going to be more to come. I'm not just going to cover podcasters. It's a lot of stuff that I'm going to cover. Some of it I probably won't even be able to do it on Twitch. So we'll do it elsewhere. But we'll post on Twitter. We'll post on YouTube, IG. And we got a Discord. Groundvoices Discord. So check it out. When this is on YouTube, the Discord link will be in the bio. So fuck with what I got going on. And let's entertain one another. It's Bito.